Well, we have some developing news coming in from the Russia-Ukraine war, and Russia has launched a huge overnight drone assault on Ukraine, with Kyiv among the hardest hit. 3 people have been reported injured and warehouses have been set ablaze in the capital after drones struck early on Saturday. Ukraine's Air Force says it intercepted 56 of the 88 drones fired by Russia, with 24 diverted using electronic warfare. Still, damage was reported across 5 regions in central, eastern and southern Ukraine. Staying in Europe, and the United Kingdom government is recalling Parliament this weekend in a rare move to save British steel. Prime Minister Keir Starmer says emergency legislation will be pushed through on Saturday to stop the closure of blast furnaces in Scunthorpe. The Chinese-owned company announced plans to scale back operations, putting thousands of jobs at risk. Starmer says the future of British steel is on the line. The bill will give ministers the power to intervene and keep the plant running. This is the first Saturday sitting of Parliament since the Brexit deal vote in 2019, and before that, the Falklands War. MPs were on Easter break but will now return early for what the government calls a critical step to preserve capability and ensure public safety. Let's hear what Keir Starmer has said.
There is no time to waste. So we are recalling Parliament tomorrow for a Saturday sitting. We will pass emergency legislation in one day to give the Business Secretary the powers to do everything possible to stop the closure of these blast furnaces. And as I have said, we will keep all options on the table. Our future is in our hands. This government will not sit back and just hope. We will act to secure Britain's future with British steel, made in Britain, in the national interest. Well, what we're doing tomorrow is passing legislation to take control of the plant and to preserve all viable options. And so that's the step that we will take tomorrow. It does mean all options are on the table, and it means all options remain viable. But the step we're taking tomorrow is the step of taking control, because it's necessary now.
Well, we head back to North America, and a Los Angeles court has ruled that the resentencing hearing for the Menendez brothers, Eric and Lyle, can proceed despite opposition from the district attorney. The brothers were convicted of killing their parents in 1989 and are seeking to be resentenced to 50 years to life, which would make them eligible for parole. The ruling allows high-profile hearings next week to determine if their request will be granted. The brothers' legal team argues that brain development research supports their case for a reduced sentence, as they were under 26 at the time of the crime. Los Angeles District Attorney Nathan Hochman has opposed the resentencing, claiming it was politically driven. The brothers, now 53 and 54, appeared remotely from prison, with their attorney emphasising their rehabilitation efforts. Crowds gathered outside the Los Angeles courthouse ahead of the Menendez brothers' resentencing hearing. Supporters and curious onlookers formed long lines hoping for a spot inside the courtroom. Some held signs calling for justice reform, while others simply wanted to witness the high-profile proceedings. Here is what their lawyer has said.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but today is a good day. Justice won over politics. Time coming for anybody who was in the courtroom. It was very difficult to sit and listen to what we witnessed, and we're obviously very thankful to the judge. And I couldn't be prouder of representing this family. They've waited a long time to get some justice, and today was actually probably the biggest day since they've been in custody.
Well, that is all that we have